While the introduction of otters can be a bit nerve-wracking and difficult, the two teams decided to introduce Harris into Pumpkin's habitat so that the male more easily submits to the female.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. Oh, wow. Welcome to, technically it's episode 15, but I think to me, this is the first episode of season 2 with a whole ass upgrade. We have the whole studio here. Let's get a round of applause from the set we got going on here. We have a few new people to greet. First of all, we have Mikey Bolts on the desk there. How you feeling today, boy?
I'm great, Danny. Thanks for having me.
Any troubles? Anything got on your mind this week?
Well, I always have troubles. But I'm good at shoving it all down.
That's cool. On the camera, we got Ben. We got Ben, who you're in my phone as Ben Podcast. I don't know if you know that. Do you know that? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. Because when my buddy Marcus was in town, you called me and it came up as Ben Podcast, and he referred to you as that for the rest of the trip. So,
who's this guy?
We got Ben on the camera, and this is kind of like, it's season 2 of That's Really Cool, Man. I mean, I feel like the first season was shot during quarantine at the end of the day. It was super weird and wacky. I started it in April, which was at the end of the day the weirdest weirdest month of the year to start anything, but I did it to keep myself sane. I was in an Airbnb in LA all alone, and I did that every week. So if you're wondering, hey, where's the podcast, Danny boy, you big idiot? Like, it's back. I just spent the past 2 months upgrading and learning about new equipment, assembling the A-team here.
Oh my god, no!
And we're actually looking for 60 more job positions to fill. So if you or a loved one wants to be crammed in a small room in the midst of a pandemic, we are being safe, everybody. We're getting tested. But if you want to be crammed in here with a bunch of sweaty dudes, be our guest. Apply on Craigslist. www.craigslist.com/be next to us closely rub-a-dub. So what do we got going on, Mikey? We got a little news segment.
Yes.
That is new. It's a new news segment, I guess we could say.
Well, as everybody knows, Danny is a very gifted artist and animator. Dude. And well, I like to read the news.
Yeah, okay. That's your thing?
Yeah. I like to read the news.
He likes to draw. I like to read about the atrocities going on this planet.
Sure. But, there's one thing going on, and I pulled up this story.
Let's hear it.
Let me read this for you, because Danny's going to draw.
That's right.
Danny's going to draw this story that I found about finding love.
In this segment, I'm going to pretty much doodle my interpretation of the news story, given I don't know what this news story is all about, and Mikey's gonna kind of read it to me in real time while I draw. Was that a good explanation of a relatively simple topic?
I thought it was great.
Thank you. All right, so let's hear what we got.
So this one comes from CNN's top news feed. A lonely otter at a sanctuary finds love online through a dating site built just for him. This was posted this year, not too long, about a week ago.
So like an otter Tinder.
Exactly,
okay.
Built just for him. A seal sanctuary in England made a dating profile for a lonely otter who lost his mate. And now he's found love again.
Do we know how he lost his mate?
We do not.
Okay.
We do not.
Okay.
But it's a tough life being an otter.
Sure.
Harris, a 10-year-old Asian short-clawed otter at the Cornish Seal Sanctuary in Cornwall, England, lost his partner, Apricot, after she died at age 16, according to a press release from the sanctuary.
Apricot.
That was his love, his former love.
And what's his name?
His name is Harris. He's 10. She was 16. So she was a little older. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know about the how they age. If it's like dogs, where it's like we go 7 years to 1, or what the ratio is. But I do know that 16 is probably pretty high for a.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta think there was like a change in management between naming otters, because Harris is normal as fuck.
Yeah.
And then some like art teacher came into position and named her Apricot.
There was definitely a change of power in terms of name normalcy. I would
Right.
say about 6 years that all changed pretty quick.
Right. Okay. All right.
So Apricot passed away at 16. You got
Sad.
Harris at 10 years old. He was alone for the first time in 4 years and had appeared to go back to his bachelor ways. The team created Harris an online dating profile for a fake dating site they dubbed Fishing for Love.
That's
as
hilarious.
They called it, in hopes of finding another otter in need.
I bet they were real proud of themselves for that pun.
I would have been.
I would have been too, to be honest with you. Okay.
So it's called Fishing for Love in hopes of finding another otter in need of love and affection.
Sure.
I am very attentive. This is his profile. I am very attentive.
He typed this?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why isn't this national news?
Well, she brought it out of him. Apricot brought it out of Harris. There was a lot he couldn't do before he met her, and that's why he's looking for love, but he's never gonna forget her. And she taught him how to type.
Okay.
She taught him. I want to say a different language too. I'm pretty sure they spoke Finnish together.
That's adorable. Finnish fishing for love with Apricot, the deceased otter. Got it. I'm
Yep.
following.
So his profile said, "I am very attentive.
Yep.
I love to cuddle,
Right.
and I am a very good listener.
Right.
I will love you like no otter."
That okay? Now they're going a little overboard.
They're
huh?
going. CNN's. I'm guessing it was a slow news day.
Yeah. Oh, this is CNN.
This is CNN.
Yeah, I was out here thinking it was like BuzzFeed Animals,
No, that's what I thought too.
but
and
this
then I
is
saw
a
CNN.
respected news network.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'm not judging.
No.
I'm not biased. This is not a commentary on like Fox versus
No.
CNN. This is
We swore we would not bring politics into this, folks.
correct.
We are not bringing that or a few other things that I'm not going to say because I've already stepped over that line.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna. We're gonna keep it light. Which I think Mikey found the one otter article about self-love in the animal kingdom on CNN. But let's see what else happens. I'm crafting up something nifty over here.
I know
as
it's
we
going to be
speak.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Harris came to the sanctuary in 2016 after being rejected from his family at the Welsh Mountain Zoo. Tamara Cooper, T. Cooper, curator at the...
Is this a human or?
She is. Curator at the Cornish Seal Sanctuary said there was something about Harris that checked all the boxes for Apricot. He was a doting partner to Apricot, so when she passed away a few weeks back, he was absolutely lost, Cooper said.
Damn, that's upsetting.
That is. That's sad.
Okay.
Because otters naturally live in pairs, and Harris was such a good partner, the team thought he deserved a second chance at love.
Don't
What?
we all?
We all do. And Harris is nothing short of that.
Right.
Luckily, there was an otter named Pumpkin at Sea Life Scarborough Sanctuary who had recently lost her own elderly partner named
Oh shit.
Eric.
Yeah, there was definitely the apricot. Apricot one is the one that does not belong. All right.
And there's a quote, "Pumpkin has been extremely lonely, so we are delighted that Harris will be coming to join her," said Todd German, the Sea Life Scarborough display curator. "We hope his arrival will provide Pumpkin with comfort and companionship."
Do you think Todd, our boy Todd up there, is a normal dude?
I think he's got his own quips. I think there are things that he's definitely got his pros and cons. You know?
Yeah, like I mean, I'm not passing judgment, but this is his profession.
Sure.
So, like, you know, I would hope, like, yeah, like he gets some joy out of this, but you would almost hope he doesn't get like too much joy.
Yeah. Then
You
it
know
starts
what?
to get
Like, what
weird.
if he was like, oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, Harris. Yeah. You know what I mean?
idea how much I need this.
Wouldn't that, like, it's supposed to be like a wholesome moment, and then like our boy, what's his fucking name?
This is Harris.
No, the human.
Oh, this was
Jack Bob?
Todd German.
So Todd, fake names. First of all, fake sounding name.
Yeah.
Like he's running away from the law or something, and he's like, "Shit, I need a job that no one would expect to find me at."
Exactly.
Otter dating
Yeah.
is as good as you're gonna fucking get to hide from the horrific things you did in Germany. You know, he was coming up with a fake passport name, and he looks at the German flag that's next to him at customs, and he's like, Todd, and then and he looks and he sees the Corona mask sign, and he says, Germ, and then he looks at a dude, and he's like, man, Todd German.
Todd German.
And it's the exact country he's trying to escape. But, you know, there's a, I mean, listen, dude, there's a greater than 10% chance that he's a little too into this.
Yeah.
You know, he was like stoked about this day. Oh, I'm getting interviewed by CNN, Mom. Oh, for what? Just are you proud of me? No, but tell me like for what? You know what I mean? And it's about otter fucking. So.
Oh yeah. Well, while the introduction of otters can be a bit nerve-wracking and difficult, the two teams decided to introduce Harris into Pumpkin's habitat so that the male more easily submits to the female.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
Sure.
Well, I think I got something, dude.
Okay. Do you? Well, that was
yeah.
quick.
Yeah. No, can you remind? So what's? I'm sorry. I'm so bad with names. I'm talking to the otters in the pond. I'm so bad with name guys.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
sure.
What's the male otter's name?
Harris.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So, and he has yet to find new love. There's a lead, but he has yet to meet up with the girl in question, right? So here's what I came up with.
Let's see it.
If you want to turn around,
Sure.
you could.
Oh, wow.
So we have Harris. He's feeling himself today. He's hair slicked back. You know, it's dyed like classic Italian oil slick back. Few gray stragglies in the midst, but it's all good. And no one told him, but he's nobody mentioned this, but he's blind. He's blind. And you said he was he said he was a bachelor, so it gave me the idea to like go. It just colored the background. Perfect, dude. Perfect. This is the date setting. So, bachelor bow tie, hand in hand, right? But since he's blind, they didn't like quality control the app, because who cares? Like, who's gonna use this app? Nobody. A human slipped through the cracks. Lonely woman named Jama.
Jama.
She's a housewife of half Hispanic descent, Chilean, and listen, man, she's lonely, and she went for old Harris, and albeit she thought, oh, maybe the Otter app isn't really for otters. Maybe it's just like, oh, all these guys on here have such a cute sense of humor. They have pictures of otters. Yeah. She meets up with Harris. He's actually an otter. But you know what? Love knows no species
Or boundaries.
It's an otter. But look at the smile on her face, man.
Can I just say it's great how Jama looks like Dexter from Dexter's Lab almost. That's amazing.
Yeah, you like the transparent sleeve on there too.
Holding each other together.
That's this is next level supreme, yet to be announced, where the sleeve is half transparent, and you could kind of see, you know, if you wanted to tell the time, you could wear your watch underneath the sleeve there and still tell the time.
Yeah.
If you want to say, hey, is that freckle still there? You could check.
You can.
And then one day it's not. Yeah. Freaky. But that's my drawing.
That was impressive, dude.
Thank you. Yeah.
I have to say.
Should we save these and throw it on Twitter?
Yeah.
And you know, I'll put it on Twitter, I guess.
I think people need to see this.
Yeah, I'll save it.
I think you should.
I'll put it, you know, like.
That was great.
Unless I could, yeah. Well, cool. Well, that was fun. I mean, that's kind of something we'll do like every week or 2 weeks, whenever I feel like putting these podcast episodes out. If you like it, if you're watching on YouTube, I guess obviously that whole illustration segment was a little confusing, but let me know if you guys want more of these podcasts. I mean, I'm ready to go obviously, balls to the wall. And that's I end it right there. No, there's more to come here. I mean, we got a whole episode planned out for you guys. And the next segment that I have in mind is actually reading some of the comments, highlighting some of the comments that we have. I posted like freaking 3 videos this week on my different platforms. I posted some on Instagram. I posted some on YouTube. We got it all, folks.
Hey! You suck!
So the first do you want to read these, Mikey?
Yeah.
Maybe while
I can
take
read
a
this
sip
one.
here.
I can read this one. So, the first comment comes from an account called
3 M's.
3 M's. Keep in mind that Danny and Churdleys had to stare at a silent seizuring puppet for 30 seconds straight.
So this is a comment on the YouTube video where me and Churdleys, we finally collabed. We acted out this skit that I wrote where my puppet Fubby comes to life and kind of like starts abusing this little boy that Churdleys is playing, and the mom doesn't believe him that the puppet's coming to life every time she leaves the room. It's really cool. It's me trying something new, which is important as an artist. And I threw it up on my YouTube channel. I didn't throw it up anywhere else per se, which this is really me. It's a turn of a new leaf, folks. It's me testing out new shit, which again, like, it's important to keep your creative juices flowing and keep shit excited. I mean, so I posted the skit on YouTube, and that's the story behind that. To answer your comment, we actually, there was no voiceover. There was no silent puppet. It was me live acting the puppet. So that was Churley's literally reacting to a screaming puppet. Maybe we'll cut to a raw clip from the skit now.
Man, who was that?
That was my mom.
Wow, she's hot. How did a woman like that make a big fat ugly baby like you? Or I suppose you could be adopted, which in that case I would definitely recommend a refund.
Shut up, why?
It's fun, man. I mean, I want to do more live action stuff like that. And if you obviously would like more of that, it's all going to be on this YouTube channel. So make sure to subscribe. Yeah, I feel like we naturally have to do more of those and just have more fun with it. What's the next one?
Next comment comes from...
Good luck.
Ooh, let me see here. Kolidar Pan.
Yeah.
K-Pan. They said, the video that made me follow your content.
So this is about a Snakes Have Legs video that I just reposted on my Instagram. Instagram Reels is out, guys, and I actually really like it. I'm kind of like reformatting some of my older popular content for Instagram Reels. There's no question about it. It's exactly like TikTok, but it seems to be like reaching a new audience, which is dope. So when I posted that this morning, Snakes Have Legs, it was the first video that put me on the map. And to my luck, it was the video that made me go viral, which is insanely uncommon, and you should not plan on that being the case. No. But it did. It put me on the map, and I just kind of like kept making animations ever since, and that was about 3 years ago. So I kind of posted it again today because it's a very heated climate again, Mikey. It's a very political climate because of the election coming up, and I actually put on Twitter, it's that time of year again with the emoji that's the upside down smiley face.
Yeah, a lot of tension in the world right now.
A lot of tension, and that's what made this video pop off in the first place. What does the upside down smiley emoji mean to you?
To me, the upside down smiley emoji could mean two things: is fun, but I'm feeling just a little wacky.
Fun, but a little wet. I used to date a girl who would use it when she was feeling shy.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's the one that I think people don't have a clear definite, like crying laughing emoji is like, yeah, you're crying laughing, like it's a pretty clear emotion that's going on. And then there's like the frustrated red faced one, and then there's even like a one that's cursing with like a bleep, right? But the upside down face I mean, Ben, scream what it means to you in 3 words or less.
It's definitely open to interpretation, right?
Yeah.
Before we just put Ben on the spot.
Confused and upset.
That's a good 3 words.
That sounds like a bumper sticker.
As we said, open to interpretation. It could just be somebody coming down from like a bunk bed, looking right down at you.
Hey man, you awake? It's like it's like boys camp or something, like Boy Scouts. You know, like, why don't you play with your neighbor? That meme. And why don't you play with the mom's like, why don't you play with the kid across the street? And it cuts to the kid across the street. It's the upside down emoji looking down at you from a bunk bed.
Yeah.
You're like, God damn it, Billy, let me get some sleep.
Something's going on.
I love it. Yeah, but thank you for that comment, K-Pan.
K-Pan. Thank you for the comment, K-Pan. And then the last comment that we have comes from Passion Fruit Donnie.
I love it. Sounds like a pimp, dude.
With 424 likes, this comment.
Oh, wow.
Yo, low key, now I want orange juice.
Why does that one have more likes than my freaking response? I'm the creator of the video.
Because 424 people really wanted orange juice.
Damn. Yeah, it's like, you know, no biggie. I just created the content that you're enjoying, guys.
And then Danny responded, as he said, got 171 likes, which we need to buff up these numbers the next time you respond, guys.
Damn it.
Even if you do want orange juice.
Yeah. This is from the video. It did really well. This is probably my best performing animation in a minute, where it's a dancing orange that is singing about vitamin C and how good it is for you.
It is me, vitamin C, and you must take me to stay healthy.
I've had this idea, as simple of a concept as it is, for years. Like an orange telling you like to stay healthy and drink your OJ. But I, for some reason, I never got to it until I was watching Big Daddy in my bed with Adam Sandler, and I just got a random burst of inspiration out of nowhere. And you know his voice, like his oh yeah voice.
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me, Schwan.
Yeah. I was like, dude, like this guy started a movement with this dumb voice that isn't really that impressive, but it's funny to an extent. And I ran with it, and that's why I did the orange, like going like, it is me, vitamin C, and it's like. I would be like, I was a little hesitant, like, are people going to think this is racist? But it's not, it's just a goofy voice.
Little French guy.
Yeah, French, Hispanic, hybrid.
It was perfect. Actually, I showed my mom that video yesterday. I showed her like probably 10 of, I just kept scrolling, and I was like, this is Danny. This is my pal Danny. And she was losing her marbles too.
I love to hear it. Dude, the mom compliment is the best.
I think it is, right?
It really is.
Content creators, I don't think there's anybody, if you hear a friend, likes your stuff, that's great. But when you hear that their mom likes your stuff,
it's huge.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything sweeter, because you're like, I did it.
Right. It's like when you're going over, you meet a girl for the first time, and you're like, well, obviously you want the dad to not want to kill you or anything. But when you're having the mom laughing and complimenting you, oh baby, you're in that. It's a different win. You ever date a girl where the mom was kind of hot? Strictly? Is that all you do?
It's not a conversation I'm having with her.
Gotcha.
It's definitely suppressed. It's a suppressed, depressed feeling.
Yeah.
This is actually the first time I'm able to talk about it, so that's really why I came on this podcast, is to get these.
You bounce town after this.
Yeah.
This one.
These deep down, sad. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's a natural feeling. It's like, and it's, if anything, it's something to look forward to, because you're like, if I'm in it for the long haul with this girl, my girlfriend, if I marry her, like, she's gonna be looking like just as pretty in 90 years.
Yeah, no, it's a scale.
Her hot 90-year-old grandma.
When you're together in 900 years.
Yeah, when you wake up in the nuclear fallout, 24 AD, and you're like, shit, though, you be looking fine in the midst of this this radioactive snowfall, girl. You want to curl up in this government-issued wool blanket and feel what I'm feeling.
Danny, you're just thoughtful.
I am.
You're a thoughtful guy.
Especially in a nuclear fallout, which actually kind of brings me to the perfect next segue.
The king of segues.
Which I'm jumping down a little bit, but
do
I watched 2 movies this weekend with my girlfriend, and her mother is very pretty. I'll throw that out there. I'm not, by no means am I hitting on her mother, but I think I'm putting some good vibes out into the universe by saying pretty girlfriend, pretty mom. And if she's listening to this, yeah.
Your move.
Yeah, I just said that.
Your move, Mom.
Yeah, shit. Her mom makes me really good, like she'll cut up mangoes. Ooh. And she makes like banana bread muffins for me. And she got me really into tacos for the duration of the quarantine, like because I was over there a lot, because this is when we thought the world was gonna end. So thank you, Tiffany's mom.
Thank you, Tiffany's mom.
Listen, I watched 2 movies this weekend.
What were they?
One was American Pickle. Finally, there's a giant Seth Rogen billboard outside of my window here on Hollywood Boulevard, and billboard advertising works because I watched it. It's really funny.
I remember I was walking up to your place and I saw that.
It's really clever, dude.
It's like all dressed up. And
all dressed up. So the concept of American Pickle, I definitely recommend people watch it. It's on HBO Max. Not sponsored by HBO Max. But if you want a good laugh, use your friend's login to sign up or whatever. But if you have it, watch American Pickle. It has Seth Rogen, where he was a poor Russian workerman, like in the late 1800s, who sold pickles. And he worked in a pickle factory, and he accidentally fell into the barrel of pickles, and nobody noticed, and the pickle thing got sealed up for 100 years. And then accidentally, and this was Brooklyn, like he immigrated from Russia to Brooklyn. And so Brooklyn, he is preserved perfectly in the pickle brine for 100 years until 2 kids in their electric drone accidentally knock off the top to this barrel, and the pickle brine preserved Seth Rogen's body perfectly, and he wakes up in this now gentrified Williamsburg, Brooklyn. And he's like old-timey, and it's really clever and funny, and it follows his story of him like trying to make it. He meets his grandson, who's the last living relative of his lineage, and it's a younger Seth Rogen. So it's Seth Rogen and Seth Rogen playing themselves, pretty much.
I gotta see this.
It's really, really good, dude.
Okay.
So I watched that. It's awesome. Bunch of laughs, bunch of feels. And then I watch Idiocracy, which I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Idiocracy.
But it's with Owen Wilson's brother. And
I have seen that.
It's a lot of people started rewatching it once Trump got into office, for obvious reasons.
That's a Mike Judge film.
It is a Mike Judge film.
I love Mike Judge.
And he's the creator of Beavis and Butthead, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
and he did Beavis and Butthead. He did King of the Hill.
Yep.
He did Office Space. I don't know if you've seen the movie Office Space. It's a great one.
I haven't, but I should probably get into that.
It's a wonderful little mock movie of what it's like to work in an office before The Office came out, the show.
Right.
But Mike Judge is a genius.
Yeah, really good. And both of the movies I realized were about the same thing, like just being stuck in a vat that sticks you into the future accidentally. So in American Pickle, he wakes up 100 years in the future. In Idiocracy, he wakes up 500 years in the future, and everyone's really dumb, obviously, right? It got me thinking, like, what would happen? Like, how would we react to such a thing? If you were stuck, let's say 100 years. 500 years is too crazy. But let's say 100 years. Like, you wake up, everyone you knew is dead.
That's the bummer. That's a bummer.
That's the bummer part. And then there's a bunch of new technology that you're struggling to understand.
I was thinking about this the other day. I'm not even joking. I was thinking how everything happens so fast yet so slowly. Like Instagram's been a thing for how long? Like 13 years now? Almost. Or not 13.
Instagram?
Not
Instagram
10.
has been a thing for like only 8 years.
8 years? Oh yeah, 2012. Okay.
2012 is when it came. 2012 is when I posted my first picture, and people have been going deep in my Instagram and finding it.
Yeah.
This is around the same time we met at VidCon 2012.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
Which a whole other story we'll save for.
We're gonna save that.
subscribe on Patreon. No, I deleted my Patreon. Anyway, you and I met around the same time, and it was like Instagram just came out, and now it's like now there's TikTok, and now there was Vine came and went since then, and all these other apps. I just invested in stocks on this app called Robinhood. Like,
Yep.
it's all brand new, dude. Like,
And it's going so fast. I feel like the old man who just can't keep up, and now I'm just really trying to put those pants on and do my best.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
Well-
It's tough to keep up because you have to literally just keep learning new stuff. Like if you want to get big on TikTok, you have to learn all these, plugins and all. Like I already know how to edit like on a computer, but now people are editing on their phones. It's just I feel old.
Yeah, it's moving. It moved real quick. I felt like I got old in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Because that's when TikTok became a thing, and I had to play. It was the first time I had to play catch up. Like I felt like I was, for like the first time in like 10 years on my internet career, I understood everything. Like I was like, all right, I know what to do with YouTube. Perfect. Getting subscribers on YouTube. I know what to do on Instagram. Boom. Upload a video every like week. Boom. And then TikTok came out. I was like, yeah, this is funny. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. And then all of a sudden, it was actually at VidCon 2019. I'm at a party, and it was a really nice house. It was like one of the original founders of YouTube who invited me. And it's like in the Hollywood Hills, and I'm there with my buddies, and we're having a good time. And there's a bunch of these teenagers doing a skit of them dancing. And this is before TikTok blew up to what it is now. So this is like a year ago, right? And my buddy's passing them as they're dancing, doing their thing. And it's like, he says, oh, Instagram skit? And they all look at him like the old fuck that he is. And he's my age, dude. These girls and guys were like 15.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's TikTok.
It's crazy.
And I was
it's like they speak a different language.
Oh my God. And like the look that they gave us, it's TikTok. And I really did deserve that look. Let me tell you.
Did you?
I did. I was so out of the loop, man. And I wish I was as into it as they were. That could have been Addison Rae, for all I know, telling me that shit. That could have been Charlie D'Amelio.
Oh.
I don't know who these people were, but
I think they play for the Marlins.
they were on it exactly ahead of the curve. I feel like I'm finding my stride though on TikTok. How did we get here, dude?
We got here two sets of parents who loved each other very much.
Oh. Yeah, I was like, how is this playing into this at all, dude?
No.
Which remind me, I wanted to do like a random. I don't have any sponsors for this podcast podcast yet. I wanted to do like random sponsors that we just improv. Yeah. If you're down with that now.
Oh yeah.
Thank you everybody for coming to this podcast. Sponsored by Sunlight.
Yeah.
Sunlight. What would we do without Sunlight, Mikey?
I'd be a sad, pale little Greek boy.
Me too.
And
was there ever a time when you were like, I don't want any sunlight right now? Never in my life.
No. And I can't thank the folks at Sun enough for what they've done for me and my complexion. And actually, I don't think there's anything better than sunlight.
I really appreciate what Sunlight LLC is out here doing for us, and especially charity, because they actually donated to the Otter Love Fund.
Yeah.
Which is next week's sponsor. And we already know what the Otter Love One does. Remember their slogan, Mikey?
Yeah. Just pull your pants up and don't ever stop. Just pull those pants up. And that's actually something that I live by.
Wait, their slogan is just pull your pants up, don't ever stop, period, just pull your pants up.
Just pull your pants up. Yeah.
I love it. I mean, and they're really driving home the make sure you pull your pants up part, probably for lawsuit reasons. Sure. It used to be, the first sentence, and they got into a lawsuit and they added the second part, which is smart of them. Well, thank you, Sunshine, for sponsoring. Thank you.
It's not out right now. We're filming at night.
But that's how much we love Sunshine LLC. Yeah. Even when you're not out, you're trout.
You're in.
So the next segment that I have here, which I think is probably the only part people will get any value out of, is Danny's tip of the day.
Let's hear this. You got any tips?
I do, because genuinely speaking, I Damn. I in a way, I want to ask Ben to get the 3 notebooks that I have on my bed in my bedroom to show this. And it'll be a POV walk to my bedroom. So if you come into my house, you'll know exactly how to get to my bed in case you want to take a nap or in case you want to see what type of fabrics I'm rocking with.
You honestly have some of the best fabrics I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, even though we had each other to cuddle with, we had those fantastic linens to keep our little toesies warm. Thank you, Ben.
Do you remember the linens from earlier days?
I mean, they're probably made out of like wolf skin or something. All right, well, anyways, my tip of the day.
So here we go.
I realize everything's technological now, so it's overload. It's too much, and I was always one to like, get an idea, you write it down on your phone, right? Like in a notes app or whatever. But I don't know. Like, I feel like the idea doesn't stick, and especially over quarantine, I got into like taking printing paper, writing my idea down and sticking it up on the wall. I feel like that was like a much more tangible way to keep track of ideas. And then that feeling of crossing off is huge. You could like tap to check on a phone. It's not the same feeling. So I was like, well, how do I keep track? And by the way, if you're on the go and you got to keep track of an idea, obviously I don't expect you to have a piece of paper with you and a pen, write it on the phone. But when you're home and you're brainstorming, you're about to go to bed, you're eating breakfast in the morning, you're chilling on a Saturday or a Sunday, whatever. If you're working from home like me, you're free all the time. Pretty much you're always home. Invest in notebooks. I had this brilliant idea where every concept that I have, whether it's a brainstorming session or just like by the way, shower idea, video idea, whatever it is, they go into 3 separate genres. One is a Coolman video idea, which I have in this notebook, different color, navy blue. If you're watching on video, you see how cool and quaint that is. Coolman video idea. So all my Coolman video ideas will go into here. Then I'm like, what about my Coolman business ideas? You know what I mean? Like a business idea about like merch, or hey, like I would love to do like a pop-up like I did in New York City with my art. Boom, throw it into this black one, Coolman Media. And then you have at the top, Biz, just to remind you. And these covers look sick. I don't know why they came out so sick. And then you're like, oh, shit, Danny, but don't you draw and doodle a lot too? Yeah, I got the yellow one by Sunshine LLC right here, dude.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Thank you, Sunshine, by the way.
Thank you, Sunshine.
Thank you for providing us with these.
And I wanted to go bright yellow because, like, boom, it keeps you energized and vitalized. And it's like, I'm going to be doodling in this notebook. So really what I'm saying is the pressure that I was feeling to, like, almost stay technological with my organization, because it's like, you got email, you got, you know, social media, you got all these, you got, like, games on your phone, you got everything. And you feel almost like you have to keep your ideas on the phone. It's like, no, you don't have to do that. Get it physically on paper.
I don't know what it is about that too. It's like writing something down. Like I love the phones and stuff. And I love technology. But there's something about just tangibly just holding it and looking at everything, scratching it off when you've finished something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about, like, something feels more done on your to-do list when you scratch it out.
Again, like with times changing, like I think it's an evolutionary thing, because it's just like pen and paper have been around for millennia, while jotting something down on your phone or tablet has only been around for like 10, 15 years, maybe.
The first real smartphones, the touch screens, they coming out in like 08.
Yeah, it was like the side, like the weird, like, no, what was those things
We're
called?
just not used to it yet. We were born and coming up in the, the 90s, and it was all about the notebooks. You know, you'd buy a ton before you go to school.
Buy that planner, buy that 3-ring binder. Shout out to the 3-ring binder gang. Dude, those shit suck, dude. This dude knocked. Do you know the 3-ring binder shit?
Oh,
in
yeah.
School? Did people ever check it from your hand?
Check it.
That was a huge thing.
Oh, wow.
And how did that become a thing? Dude, that's word of mouth.
Wow.
Someone did that at a school in like Kentucky or some shit. That's pure old-fashioned word of mouth. Like, There was no internet back then. There was no tutorial how to check. Like, dude, and you would like, how is that a universally known thing?
Are you saying chuck or check?
Check.
Check your binder.
Yeah, yo, go check that kid's binder.
Check
and
that kid's
and I never did this. I was the one being preyed upon. I was the one being checked upon, dude. They would come
So
up
it's a
behind
bully
you.
thing? It's a bully thing?
Pretty much, like
Okay.
you would. It's a massive binder. You're holding it like this with your scrawny 6th grade arms, and they come up from behind you and they check it, like hit it from
Oh,
behind.
just smack it out of your...
Yeah, and it flings out of your arm, and it
that's
pops
awful.
open. The rings open up, and the papers go flying everywhere.
Oh, that's messed up.
And how was this known to be a thing, dude?
That's awful.
Granted, Ben is nodding. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. We didn't even grow up in the same town. We didn't even grow up in the same school. That's like some real old-fashioned word-of-mouth shit, dude. That's like, I'm almost proud of the bullies, you know, for keeping word-of-mouth alive.
Keeping you balanced.
Yeah. I have issues because of the amount of checking that. There was also teabagging.
Yeah.
You know the teabagging,
Yeah,
right?
my uncle invented it. Old Uncle
T?
Uncle Rio.
Oh, I was gonna say, okay. Well, I think we're at a point in the podcast where we kind of like wrap it up because I'm looking at all my points on my little cheat sheet here, and this feels like a solid first episode.
Yeah.
It feels like we got a ton across the table. The last thing that I have here is the question of the week, which you kind of come up with something that I don't know, and we kind of I kind of improv my answer, I guess, and I mean, what is that? What do you got for me?
I put a bunch of questions together here. Okay. And this is Mikey's question of the week. I asked Danny a question, and then this goes out to everybody else because we want to know what you would answer this, how you would answer this. So I'm going to ask you a number between 1 and 10 because I have 10 questions here that I wrote out, and I'm curious which one you want.
6.
I was literally just looking at number 6. All right, you ready for this? Mm-hmm. Who is your celebrity crush over 70 years old? Mine is Jane Fonda.
70 years old. Oh, damn. You know what? Dude, I saw one on TikTok. Yeah. I don't know her name, though. Who's Jane Fonda?
Jane Fonda is...
Can you pull it up on the screen?
Of course.
So
Actually, I was hoping you'd say that. I just imagine I have like 30 tabs of
Yeah,
Jane
you have,
Fonda.
like...
You know,
yeah.
Jane Fonda drives a Honda.
Where is she from?
She's from Grace and Frankie.
Okay.
She's from... She's arrested all the time because she's going out and she's doing activist. She's an environmentalist, political activist. She's always getting... She even posts pictures like on her Instagram where she is... Let me put this up here. This is Jane Fonda. There is no Honda.
Oh, she doesn't look a day past 53.
She's beautiful. Can I just say, Jane Fonda is...
She's 82?
I know.
What?
So she's my over 70.
Yeah.
I'm going to just tell you. She is the recipient of various accolades, including 2 Academy Awards.
I mean, good for Miss Fonda. Can you type in grandma model TikTok? Let's find who this woman was that I saw. Model TikTok. Thank you, Samsung, for the big, beautiful screen.
Is this it? The TikTok's funniest and cutest granny ever?
No,
No.
that's definitely not it. Damn, Grandma Yo-Yo, official TikTok. No, maybe hit on that Business Insider link right above Grandma Yo-Yo.
Okay.
Let's see.
A Canadian teen created a TikTok.
No, it's not. That's not her, dude.
I hope people are watching this on video so they can see what she's holding. A goat.
No, but
Okay, it's not
listen. What we're saying here is like there's beautiful, attractive women over 70.
Oh, yeah.
And I just cannot. This is the video that literally. What's that? World's hottest grandma censored by TikTok.
Whoa.
Okay, well she's not over 70. I mean, she looks like she's 23. At the end of the day, there was this. Let me describe the scene to you. She was very beautiful. It was a model runway. She was definitely over 70. And she was looking great. It was a bikini runway model. And I just really didn't understand it. I don't know how someone like that over 70 could look like that. But it was inspiring to me for when I do my runway bikini model shoot when I'm over 70.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna be a hell of a grandpa.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna have some fun stories to tell the little ones.
I love the young people. You know what that's from?
Old Man Jenkins.
Yes.
In his jalopy.
Yep.
Shout out to SpongeBob, folks.
They beat up that old guy on 2 separate occasions in that episode.
Oh yeah.
He said,
I don't want to be a burden.
"Hey, old man." What do they say?
They go, hey,
They say, "How many times do we have to tell you, old
how
man?"
many times do we have to teach you this
Yeah,
lesson,
yeah.
old man?
Yeah, and the whole town beats him up. Yep. No, it wasn't Old Man Jenkins on SpongeBob. It was the yellow old fish or the
Oh, I know
orange
who you're
old
talking
fish.
about.
I love the young people.
I love the young.
Um,
No, I remember him. He looks even funnier.
yeah, no, he's an. I think he died. I think they killed him off because he hasn't appeared past 2007.
Look at his
I love the young people.
He's just at a bus stop.
He's just at the bus stop, dude. I love the subreddit, by the way. A subreddit about SpongeBob and his characters. Yeah, and he says, "How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?" So better, dude. So good.
Now he's gonna kick my butt.
I love it. That was with the flounder, right?
Yeah, flats.
Flats. Yup.
We could just talk about SpongeBob the entire hour.
We could have a SpongeBob-centric episode, but
that'd be great.
I think it's time to wrap it up for this week, man. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I mean, this was such an honor. Thank you for enjoying the new set with me. There'll be cool guests. If you want to have any suggestions, you know, leave it in the comments. Shoot me a DM on Instagram at Coolman Coffeedan. Tweet me at CoolCoffeedan. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, of course, if you're listening to this on iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you're listening to this podcast. Make sure you follow, subscribe, so you never miss a future episode. But we got big plans for this podcast. That's really cool, man. We're looking to take over the world. Let's have Elon Musk on. Let's have Barack Obama on. Let's have the mummy from The Mummy on. I don't know why that came to mind. That was the stupidest thing I've ever said in my life. But,
No, I'd love to have him on. Was it a guy or a girl? It was definitely a guy, right?
I just assume all mummies are guys. Isn't that
weird?
That a bad thing?
Because what's a girl mummy?
I don't know. I think they're called a mommy. All right, I gotta end it on that one. That one's a bad joke. We got the bad joke going, which obviously didn't come in use until right now. So,
Yeah.
Be sure to follow me on everything. Subscribe to this podcast. And I always like to provide a little incentive for people to watch till the end. So I would like to actually announce something that's happening very soon. And I don't even think anybody here in this room physically knows about it. But the Coolman Coffeedan, your special plush doll, is coming out. It's going to be dropping for the holidays. Pre-order towards the end of November. I got to find the specific release date for the pre-order website to be available. But it's coming out. I'm going to be entering the plush game strong, dude. Heavy.
That's awesome, actually. That's
Your special.
really cool.
The box looks fucking dope. It's designed beautifully. And it's going to be the perfect gift for yourself or someone you love to remind them that you're special.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you, Ben.
Danny. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, shit. I hope everybody has a great rest of their week. And remember to keep pull your pants up. What was that one? Pull your pants up.
I don't want to be a burden.
That's it. Thanks, everybody. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Love your faces. Peace.